Scorpio family, hello and welcome to your December 2024 tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden, and Scorpio, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome everybody. This is going to be a general reading for my Scorpio sun, moon, and rising signs. Y'all don't sweat it either if you don't catch this video right after I release it. Know, Scorpio, that there is a divine and right timing to things. So whenever you feel that urge, that tingle to click and watch or listen, that is the right time for you to receive this message. And I do hope that there'll be something in this message for you, my beautiful Scorpio family. Know, Scorpio, that because this is a collective reading for the greater community, that not every single thing is going to hit for every single one of y'all. So take what is meaningful from these messages, take what does hit, and then leave the rest for others. All right. Y'all, I also want to take a minute to just say thank you. This channel has been growing, and it is because of your support, and a lot because of y'all, the community. So thank you for all of your comments, your subscriptions, likes, shares, saves of the videos. It really helps this channel grow, and from the bottom of my heart, just thank you so much. Let's keep growing this community, y'all. And so if you do like these messages, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well and become one of the community, one of the family. All right, y'all. Thank you again. I'm just, sending y'all so much light and love. It has been really wonderful to hear from you all and get your comments and hear how these greater energies are hitting and affecting y'all, and how these readings do as well. So keep those comments coming. And again, just sending y'all so much light and love and gratitude for y'all. Y'all. Scorpio, we're going to do a little something different this month. Ooh, I need to back it up. I'm going one step ahead. Let me back it up one step. I do also, if you like what you see over here, I do mess with an Instagram account. That's my only other social media account that I do mess with, y'all. So you can find me on Instagram. That link is in my bio. And big news that broke last month is that I am now open and available to work with you and do a tarot reading. So you can book tarot readings with me if you're interested, or even gift a tarot reading to someone else, as it is the holiday season, y'all. But the way to do that, if you are interested or even have questions before you book a tarot reading, you're like, I want to learn a little bit more. The way to get in touch with me to book a tarot reading or check in, ask some questions, is to send me a DM on Instagram. Again, that link for my Instagram can be found in my bio, and send me a quick message and we can set up an appointment for our tarot reading. All right, y'all, I'm really excited for this next step. I know it's a little bit simplistic at the moment, but let's just see what the response is before I take those next steps. So I'm really excited for this, and I'm really excited to work with y'all one-on-one and do some tarot readings for y'all. So that's the big news. Now, Scorpio, we're going to get into things a little bit different this month. The flow is going to be a bit different. I'm going to put out a separate video for our astrology update for the month, so I'm not going to include that here, and I think I'm kind of liking that. Definitely, these videos are much easier to get through and get released when I don't include that piece. So look out for on my page, on my channel, I should say, that astrology overview for the month of December. That's going to be coming out for all y'all to check, where we can do a little bit more of a deep dive into those energies. Today, during our reading, we're going to start with an oracle card to set the theme and see what the theme of the reading of the month for my Scorpios is. And then we're going to get into your tarot reading. All right, Scorpio family, let's get into it. So for your oracle card pull, I am using the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. I really love this deck. It's been growing on me, and it's been becoming one of my favorite decks to use. We all have our favorite tools that we end up really, connecting with and enjoying using. And this has definitely been one of mine. It's great to provide those too redundant. Mercury's retrograde, so words are hard. It is a great deck to use for providing overviews that you can then kind of drill down into with more of a tarot reading. So for the month of December, the final month of 2024, can't believe this year is already over. Scorpio, your 2 cards actually fell out. A lot of cards were falling out for you, but I had to Simplify it. So like, I just, until 2 came out, I was like, fine, I'll take 2. I'll take 2, but simplify that message. I kept saying to the universe. So I think that there's a lot going on for my Scorpios this month. And I'm sorry, I'm dilly-dallying. Here you are. Card number 9, dances on one foot, a balancing act. And card 57. Let me read that. Unmarked trail, revelation. Notice how both of them are kind of like balancing acts. Also green, noting connection with that heart chakra energy. 57 adds up to 12. Numerologically, you add up to a single digit, so that would add up to 3. 3 and 9. Maybe 57, 3, and 9 will be of significance for my Scorpios this month. So keep your eyes peeled, because number signs are a really prevalent way that the universe and our guides like to communicate with us. Like I said, I'm sorry, Scorpio, words are hard. So let's read about these energies that are coming in for you this month. Dances on one foot, balancing act. Let me get that where you can hopefully see it clearly. I do love the artwork on these cards. Balancing act, resourcefulness, and saying yes to life. When dances on one foot shows up, you are called to find a new balance. Just as a dancer moves gracefully into each pose, no matter how precariously balanced a step might seem, you must bring equanimity to the situation before you. No matter how thorny or difficult a relationship seems, if you are putting too much effort into managing your life, work, relationship, family, and digital media, you are missing the point. You have to be dancing while juggling your entire life, knowing that at any one time, half of it is going to be up in the air. It's not that you are doing too much and find it impossible to catch up. Rather, it's that you are confusing readiness with preparation, Scorpio. And this retrograde cycle, absolutely. Preparation is the name of the game. You will never fully ever, let me back that up. You will never ever fully be prepared for all the challenges in life, but you can be ready to say yes to a new invitation the universe offers you. Live in a state of yes to spirit and no to everything that is not infused with life, romance, vitality, and the sacred. You will be surprised by how quickly your load lightens when you hold true to this lesson. You are challenged now to work with the resources available to you and not be seduced by the belief, if I only had more. Life has provided you with everything you need to accomplish your goals and fulfill your mission. When it feels like you are losing your balance, do not contract, holding your arms close to your chest, for you will fall. Instead, reach out and extend them fully, saying yes to Spirit's steadying hand. Love that for y'all. Don't be afraid to balance, and don't be afraid of the unknowns. Love that message. It's a good reminder for all of us too, that we can't handle every single thing at every single moment. You can't give, truly 100% of your energy to more than one thing at a time, right? So dance with it. Absolutely. Let's look at unmarked trail number 57. An unprecedented experience, discovery, revelation. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you, Scorpio, must enter the darkest forest of your soul via the route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later greater pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of this road you are following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character. Try out the outrageous, and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. Absolutely. And you're good at that, Scorpio, kind of like keeping your doings under wraps until you're ready to launch and really let that news be known to the public. So yeah, powerful messages and themes for my Scorpio this month. And we're definitely going to see these messages echoed in your reading this month, Scorpio. So let's get into it. Starting off, here you are coming into the month of December with the 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights, anxiety, mental overload, and anguish. Scorpio, you're not dancing. You're fretting the unmarked trail and the unknown. You're giving into fear too much of the unknown, causing some sleepless nights for my Scorpios, perhaps, early December. And you know, it's not, I'm going to tell you this, Scorpio family, it wasn't just you. That earlier December, I'll talk about it more in the astrology update for the month, but it was kind of rough going earlier December. We had a lot of we still do have a lot of shifting energies that are going on. And so there is a lot of emotional let's say inner turmoil, and that heart turmoil can very much affect our mind and our mental state. So again, how are we kind of putting too much on our mind, taking on too much, not giving ourselves a break, causing ourselves too much anxiety, mental overload? That's all where you're at right now, Scorpio. And yeah, it's because you're in an unfamiliar territory, the moon. You're on a new path, you're on an unmarked trail, and you don't know what lies ahead, and you're not comfortable with that. Who is comfortable with the unknown? But listen, it doesn't always have to be danger in the unknown, okay? There are also positive opportunities and beautiful things to discover along that unmarked trail. Some of them only for you to discover right now. But it's okay to not know where everything's going to fall at the moment. It's okay to only have a hold on some things right now. Again, do the internal work. That seems to be the call for a lot of us right now. We need to be going internal, working out these ego blocks that perhaps have existed for lifetimes, that have really held us in a lower frequency of grasping at a lot of really like material gains. That we haven't been doing the deeper work of what satisfies our deeper souls and emotions and our wants and desires. And a lot of us collectively, these last 6 months or so, have been called and pulled to do a little bit of a deeper dive there. So it's okay to not know where you're at right now and to experience a little bit of fear with that. Don't let the fear overwhelm you, Scorpio. Know that there is knowledge and beautiful creation in the darkness. The womb is a dark space, but look what kind of creation happens there. The seed, this message I keep echoing in every reading I feel like this month. The seed sprouts underground in the darkness before it ever breaks through to see the sun. If you're on a dark path and you're not quite sure where you're going, that's exactly where you need to be right now. So take the mental strain. You have permission with this retrograde cycle. Take the mental strain off. You don't have to know all the stuff that's up in the air right now. You don't have to have it figured out. It's only causing you more worry. And on this unknown path, you need to be stepping forward with more wonder than fear. That's a good message for all of us. Don't step forward with that fear. Bravery is called for, which requires being afraid, but doing the damn thing anyway. And at the root this month for you, at the base of your reading, is the 6 of Swords. So a moving on. You have reached a point in your mind with a situation. You've gained enough knowledge, information, truth about a matter that you can now set sail on to calmer waters. That is really at the base for my Scorpios. You are looking to shift things. And again, that journey can be very much like an unknown trail. But trust that you are leaving something behind, old habits, behaviors, systems of function, like paradigms and systems of functioning, things that we do to ourselves, communities, people, places, energies that you are now just like, that doesn't work for me anymore. I've tried that, done that. Then that one of these cards said that, where it's like, don't keep doing the same thing. Don't keep spinning the same wheel, right? So you have the energy available to you to mentally have enough knowledge, learn what you need to learn to then allow yourself to detach from the situation and move on. Beautiful. So when you're stuck in that moon, that Nine of Swords energy, know that you have and are gaining the information that you need right now to set sail to smoother waters. And you are protected, Scorpio. You are divinely protected as you cross that path. In the past, y'all might have had some good times, some abundance, some joy, some good moments with close community. But I'm also picking up for you that this might have been, while yes, good, like maybe an overindulgence where, again, we weren't keeping our eye on the ball. Maybe we were mixing with the wrong people that we thought were really good for us. And then we're learning now, oh crap, the truth of the matter is I need to set sail and leave that community, those people, that energy, those family members behind. And I'm sorry for some of my Scorpios if these are some people in your life that you were really close to, very tight with, because that's what this card signifies, is celebration, but you are celebrating with like your tightest BFF community, your coven, that community that you feel safe in, judgment-free zone, that you can just be yourself. So perhaps there's a big shift at play. I am picking up like something has happened, maybe an overindulgence, or maybe the wrong energy came into this community. And that's kind of, and again, in the past for y'all, what is affecting this moving on, this feeling for you, like, I just need some, I need it. The truth is now in my face. I don't want this anymore. So I'm leaving this behind because it's just now causing anxiety, and I don't know what's happening. But I am picking up like perhaps it was mixing with the wrong people, the wrong communities. Maybe you thought these were the right communities, and now we're learning no. Or again, like overindulgence and celebration, like you weren't, we were kind of taking our eye off the ball. But Scorpio, again, don't sweat it. You have the ability to balance, and you have all the information that you need, all the resources, I should say. Maybe back that up, not the information. Maybe you're learning that information, like I said. Now you're getting pieces, gaining new insights that are like, okay, I see the truth of the matter. Okay. But you have all the resources you need. And this crowning your reading this month, the energy that is just literally like up in the sky and is grounding down very fast for you are these new ideas, new insights. You have a lot of fast moving energy around you this month. So trust again that what you're working towards is grounding and manifesting something that you yourself have been wanting to build up for a while. And there might need to be some clearing that happens along the way. Clearing out, getting rid of things that you thought worked or maybe worked for a time but are no longer working. And that is, again, like this rapid energy, this is fast change. And this is like you have ideas and now it's like materializing, alchemizing. This is alchemy here. Swiftness. And this is the card of Mercury in Sagittarius. I need to double check, but Mercury has been in Sagittarius, and now that it's retrograde, it might still be in Sagittarius. So this Mercury retrograde cycle for my Scorpios can be a great slowdown time to really get clear on all this energy, these insights, these aha moments, epiphanies, ideas, inspiration, creativity, this fire that's coming at you because it's in Sagittarius. That's fiery, okay? That this is the slowdown that you can welcome that in and assimilate that and learn from it and review it and pick it apart before you're ready to launch on anything. Because this retrograde cycle, when Mercury's retrograde, and we got a lot of other planets retrograding right now too, it is not the moment to push forward and launch forward with new things, new ideas, sign contracts. This is the moment to reflect and review things, to go back and tie up loose ends, let go and clear things. Usually people, places, things come back up that maybe we need to learn one more thing from that situation before we really clear it in our energy field, in our physical, and then in our physical field, because that's usually where it happens first, in the energetic body, the mental body, the heart space, and then it clears in the physical world around us. So with that all said, strength in this decade is lust, will be in your future. Testing, challenging situations. Again, I'm pulling on for some of my Scorpios that there is a person or something that has come into your life that you have deeply connected with. Maybe a relationship, that you were just like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it with you. And there's a lot of, it's very, again, it's very, there's a fiery spark and connection there with whatever this is, whether it's a person, a project, a community. And you've been kind of giving into it a little bit too much, like lusting after it, very much giving into the carnal side of it, right? And for some of my Scorpios, again, this is collective. What is needed now is strength through compassion. So you are going to be challenged. Tests are coming up for all of us in December. I think our guides, the universal energies, all these big planetary shifts are really wanting to know. It's not wanting to know. They're not curious. It's like change is coming. We're going to need to throw some tests your way to make sure that you can start leveling up, okay? Because you need to be getting ready. And so again, whatever issues are going at hand that you are clearing, that are providing that are causing you anxiety and sleepless nights, strength and compassion is going to very much be needed. Strength through the heart space, not strength through aggression, not strength through manipulation and power and taking and seizing. But you also have to be mindful that I think this connects to whatever happened in the past with that Mercury retrograde too. Like that that tends to happen during these cycles. So you're going to need to persevere through this, and you might have similar tests with this community, this person, this relationship, this project, whatever you might have been over celebrating. Again, that might come up again like, oh, do you want to celebrate some more? And it's like, oh, well, maybe no. That was a thing of the past. That energy worked for a while, but I'm on a new path, and it is a little bit like, I'm not sure where I'm going, but I know that this isn't what I need anymore. What isn't working for me? And you see, here you are, three of Wands. All right. So you see that you've put out your ships. You've sent out the messages. You've sent out the beacons, and you're waiting for your ships to come back in. And that's where I think that swiftness, that energy change is like coming in for you, is like, that your ships are coming back. The opportunities are coming in, maybe even 3 opportunities for some of my Scorpios this month. And so with that, someone's going to be disappointed. This is how other people see you. This is connected directly because it's not a cups card. It's not about hearts. And this is usually the card in the traditional Rider-Waite that has the heart with the swords going through it. Very scary looking card. But this is about how do we take from our mental space. Scorpio, you've taken from someone's mental well-being this month because they had certain expectations of you and that you were going to be doing things a certain way or behaving a certain way. And that just isn't the way that things panned out. And so there's a lot of deep sorrow and disappointment. This could be with you in connection with another person or community, group, family member, whatever, collaborator, partner. But this could also be your partner's feelings about you this month. That expectations leading to disappointment and sorrow could be going either way, right? Inward or outward. And again, I feel like for a lot of my Scorpios, it's whatever this is, it's whatever that person, that community is that you were like really giving into, really lusting after, and you're now like hitting that break and you're like, right, my energy I'm feeling this other vibe, this other pull. My energy needs to be going elsewhere. And so they're feeling, frankly, like very let down, maybe betrayed. Maybe that's you, conversely feeling that about someone else. Maybe you thought it was going to be one way. You thought that community, that safe space, that deep connection was going to be one way, but it's tested your strength. And actually it just provided the kind of another life lesson for you. And I feel like you've had this lesson before, Scorpio, in setting your expectations, getting too involved, and then not being able to pull through or live up to the expectations. And I'm not saying you should, because expectations are dangerous. When other people's expectations of you, I mean, you're not beholden to other people's expectations, but you know, there are certain contracts and agreements that we kind of get into that bear responsibility on both parts, and that's where the disappointment can come in, the expectations of what we expect to happen in those agreements, those contracts, those relationships. So yeah, I think that that's all connected for y'all this month for a lot of my Scorpio. Please let me know in the comments. I gotta know, like, want to know how these readings hit. And your hopes and fears is, again, like tapping into that darkness, that deep intuition, that sacred feminine. Don't be afraid to dive into the waters of your deep emotional subconscious to work out and clear whatever you need to, that is really the universe demanding that you clear. It's coming up for a reason. This can also be secrets being kept with the high priestess energy. But again, you're like afraid of these secrets. Maybe you're keeping them. Maybe someone's keeping them for you. You're feeling like not everything is out on the open. You don't need to be outright with everything that you're doing right now and building and creating and all your ideas. However, don't be afraid of tapping into your intuitive side, going deep within, tapping out a little bit more. You don't need to share all your business with everyone right now if you're doing a lot of deep emotional transformation. Remember what I said about the darkness of the womb and the power of creation that resides there. The power that lives in the darkness. It doesn't always need to be feared. You can tap into a great amount of your intuitive knowledge and power to connect yourself with the higher universal energies, your guides, angels, spirits, whatever you want to call them, ancestors, but also your higher self. And this is through that sacred feminine, but from the mental space, that intuitive space, that third eye space. Whereas the Empress comes at that sacred feminine, that divine feminine through the heart-centered space. This is very much using more of your mind. But be careful not to manipulate. Be careful, whatever this is to, the negative expression or the immature expression of this energy can be manipulation, secrets, kind of working magic against someone in a negative way. And Scorpio, you're going to need to hold your energy against someone, something. This 7 of Wands tells me for the final message for y'all that you need to get really serious about your boundaries, what they are, but don't sweat it because you do have the higher boundaries. Okay? So there is going to be a situation that challenges you, that asks you, where do your boundaries lie? As we bring in all this new energy to ground into the physical, are you really clear on not walking and repeating the same cycles? All right? Let me know your thoughts with all that energy. Sending my Scorpios so much love for the month of December. Bye, y'all.